I'm having a shift in my thinking around Product Hunt. Up until now, I've thought of Product Hunt primarily as a tool for one-off launches and just kind of like infrequent, especially infrequent. Replace one-off with infrequent. For infrequent launches, infrequent ways to get eyeballs, infrequent ways to get links, infrequent ways to get users and newsletter subscribers. And yesterday I made a video. I make daily TikToks. If you don't know, probably know. You probably discovered me through my videos, either on TikTok or Instagram. The videos come out everywhere. Yesterday, I made a video about this guy, Pascio. That's the name, Pascio. And he is a Notion creator making several tens of thousands of dollars a month just launching Notion templates. And I read a thread about how he did it, how he got this far. What's very impressive, actually, is he only discovered Notion around 2 years ago, and then only started selling templates only a year after that, so 1 year ago. And now he's already up to several tens of thousands of dollars a month. And one of the things that I wanted to figure out how he built his audience. I think he has 100,000 followers on Twitter now. And so I made this video about how he built his audience. But one of the things that he did is he launched prolifically on Product Hunt. Not like just like once every couple of months, not even once a month. He was putting out updates and launching several times a month. And it's almost it's almost like what I would see somebody do with Twitter, where people would post infrequently on Twitter and they'd put out a few tweets a month. And this guy's putting out a few products a month because he'll make a product and just put it up on Product Hunt. This is a quote from him. He actually made a product, a Notion template on how to launch on Product Hunt. He's selling it for around $65, and he says in the copy for that product, he says, the past 15 months, I've launched over 40 plus products on Product Hunt and consistently hit top positions. In fact, I'd launched so many products that I was a finalist for the prestigious Maker of the Year award in 2022. Plus products over 15 months, several times a month. Most people are launching on Product Hunt once a year. Typically, if you're launching the same product on Product Hunt, you have to wait 6 months before launching it again. Usually, if it made it to the featured page, which is like the front page, there's a new page and then the featured page. If you made it on the new page and you didn't get promoted to the featured page, it means you got to improve the product, and then you could try again in a month or two. But if you made it to the featured page, you have to wait 6 months. And when you launch again, you want to have an update. If the update's big enough, you can launch right away. If you make like huge changes after that, and the product looks completely different, you can launch right away. But if it's just a few iterations, you usually wait 6 months. This guy, he made 40 plus products, all Notion templates, and then just kept launching them on Product Hunt. And it's like, imagine that you're a developer and you're just doing like weekend projects, and every weekend project you just drop on Product Hunt. And that's basically what this person was doing. And so this was one of his main channels for building a following. He focused on Twitter and he focused on Product Hunt. And it kind of created a flywheel as well, because like most people who are on Product Hunt are also pretty active on Twitter. So he would get Twitter followers by launching on Product Hunt. And then he would announce to his Twitter followers that he had a launch on Product Hunt. And those people would go to his Product Hunt launch and give him upvotes. And then he started developing an email list from this. And with every launch, he would announce it to his email list. So he was announcing it to his email list and he was announcing it to his Twitter following. And then he would do better. And he had now this flywheel of people who are paying attention to him, people that he can continually launch products to, people who can continually boost his products on Product Hunt and who he is selling to. And it was such a cool concept to me, because before this, I really was thinking about Product Hunt. You just launch on it every couple of months. But even if you're not a developer, you could be making cool information products, valuable information products, and launching them whenever they're made. So one of the things that I said I wanted to do this a while ago, and I'm still going to do this, is I want to make something it's going to be called like Founder's Friend. And I'm going to take my top TikToks, which are all about go-to-market, and I'll take my top podcasts. Again, this podcast is about go-to-market. My top newsletters, which are all on the articles page of my website, edwardsturm.com/articles. Those are about go-to-market as well. And put them all into one page, style it really well, make it explicitly for founders, especially tech founders. And then I'm going to brand it. I'm going to call it Founders Friend. It's going to be on my website. And then I'm going to launch that. And that's the type of thing that I could build in a weekend. It would probably take me a weekend to make that. The content is already there, but I got to organize it in a way that looks really nice, and I got to figure out which pieces of content I want to use. And then I would wrap it in this nice branding and call it Founders Friend, and then I would launch that on Product Hunt. But in my mind, this was like, oh, I'd make this product and I launched it on Product Hunt, and it's a big deal, and I want to see it do well. And the thought, which is different from what I previously was thinking, was if it doesn't do well, you just make another product and launch that, and you launch then spend a weekend on something else, and then launch that, and then that, and then that. And that's basically what this guy did. Just make a Notion template. Doesn't take too long. The thing that took long was his experience getting there, where he can make these useful templates and then keep launching them. And he launched and launched and launched and launched. And you can do the same. If something is actually good and it's valuable and it's it looks like it's a product. I think Founder's Friend, even though it's information, it'll still look like a product. You can launch that on Product Hunt, and you can spin out so many of these. And that's what this guy has done. And he spun out so many of these. And it was a very new concept. And then you have these, because on Founders Friend, it'll be like, if you want more of this, here's the TikTok, here's the Instagram, here's the podcast, here's where you can get these articles in your email inbox every week. Here's my Twitter X. And so I create the flywheel like that. And I just launch, drive people to the channels. When I launch again, they upvote, gets more people. Launch again, they upvote, gets more people. So on and so forth. And then you become a top creator, and your products consistently do well, and you just keep on growing. And these are people that you can sell to. And that's exactly what this guy has done. He sold to these people. So I think this is really cool. This is a shift in my thinking around Product Hunt. Product Hunt not as a tool, but as a platform. Previously, I was really thinking about it as a tool. And now I'm thinking about it more as like a social media platform. Because on social media platforms, usually posts are more frequent. With a tool, it's usually more infrequent. But now this person basically used it as a platform, as a social media platform. And it's worked clearly very well for him. So that's a concept that I am playing around with in my head. This is something that you'll probably see from me in the coming weeks, coming months, as I get settled here into this new apartment and just grind out new products and videos and podcasts and articles. And I just keep grinding on this content machine, which I'm going to be building. So you'll be seeing that from me. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to do it. But I gotta say, setting up this apartment was a lot. I was almost gonna make this episode and call it things take longer than you think. So I'll just give a quick example. I'm gonna give a quick example. I got drawers for my new office, because I have an office in this apartment. I got drawers for it. I thought it would take me 30 minutes to set up. Let me tell you what I did. I'm such a dork. I put on like an old classic episode of Pokemon. Had it playing on my laptop and on my speaker, singing along the Pokemon theme song, and I'm like, yeah, I think an episode of Pokemon is like, if I remember correctly from my childhood, is like 23 minutes. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna build these drawers in 30 minutes while watching Pokemon. That's what I thought. I thought it was gonna take me 30 minutes. I was just gonna build it myself. I have Pokemon playing. Very quickly, I started getting distracted, so then I stopped the Pokemon episode. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna build the drawers, whatever. It won't take long. I thought it would take me 0.5 hours. It ended up taking me 3.5 hours. And I was going to make this, that was today, and I was going to make this episode. Things always take longer than you think, and they really do. If you've ever tried an endeavor, you've noticed that things really do mostly take longer than you think they will take. Doesn't mean they're not worth it. I think so many things that take way longer than you thought they would take are still worth it. But most of the time we are horrible at predicting how long things will take. Oh, I'll be there in 15 minutes. And then you're there 45 minutes later. Or even if you're there 25 minutes later, longer than you think. This will only take me a week, and then it takes 4 or longer. I've seen that too. And so I bring this up because I thought setting up this office would be really fast. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought. I got to get, you probably heard there's like an echo. I got to get foam insulation for the walls to absorb the echo. And I want to get strips. I think they're called like hook strips or something, so that it doesn't damage the wall when I hang the foam insulation. I want to get some nice lights in the background, so when I shoot on cinematic mode, the lights are all blurry. It's going to look so good. buy some air filters. Air filters are great. I want to get those for this apartment because it's a new apartment, freshly renovated. Bunch of things that I want to get. Things always take longer than you think they'll take. Doesn't mean they're not worth it. And then when I do that, or simultaneously, I'm gonna be grinding on this content and putting out different product launches, and you'll be seeing that from me. So I'm excited. I'm in a great place. It's a great city. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe that this is my life and I'm doing exactly what I want to do. It's such an amazing feeling. So this is episode 146 of my daily podcast. Haven't missed a day since I started the podcast 146 days ago. Pretty crazy. Didn't miss a day when I flew here. Didn't miss a day when I was looking for apartments. Didn't miss a day when I moved into this apartment. Haven't missed days when I've had colds. Haven't missed days when I felt bad. 146 consecutive, truthfully, it's actually 145. The first day I recorded that, day one, I recorded that a few weeks in advance. And then I decided I'm going to make it daily. I'm going to go hard, see what happens. And since I made that decision, so really 145 consecutive days, haven't missed a day. Still, I think impressive. When I tell people, they're like, "What? 145 consecutive days? You're crazy." And it's true, I am. All right, 146, episode 146 of the Edward Show. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to all of you again. Talk to all of you again tomorrow. Bye now.